what's going on? So we got the van back under its own weight again, and it seems to be handling it decently. The front is a little lower than we wanted, so we're going to be getting some coils put under it, probably take it down to the suspension shop, and we might add a few leaves in the rear to help it take its load too. But we did a pretty good guess on the suspension as to where it is right now, and we knew we'd have to do some more fine tuning. We already got the suspension shop on the phone and talked to them. As far as the frame goes, we have had no frame bending at all, under the load towards the center of it, which is good. And my theory was that the concrete towards the top of the pour would go into compression and help keep the van from bowing down, and I think that is working. And then obviously the frame and whatever rebar is in the concrete, along with my steel cage towards the bottom, will be doing a tension. So the whole car is trying to do this, and you got tension down here, compression up here, and the concrete's working, and the rebar's working, and the frame of the vehicle, and we've had no sagging, and it's been under its own weight for a little while now. So enough into the suspension and frame stuff. Let's see if it'll move under its own power. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, and we're gonna try to just back it up a little bit, clear a little bit of space in the yard, and just see how it rolls. So I know the YouTube commenters are going to get on here and say, oh, you're burning oil. Well, yes we are. We bought a $300 van to ruin, and it's perfectly fine that it burns oil since it has over 400,000 miles on it. So just to help you guys, but let's get updated on the build. So we got a lot of the interior back in. We got the matte floor liner in, and essentially we didn't want carpet because it's softer than this rubber mat. So everything in the cab that we have to have, as OEM interior, we want to make it optimum for our SPL environment. So we went with a rubber mat on the floor. We got our door panel back on. It is very loaded up with sound deadener and foam, so it's very solid. The window is still fully functional, rolls down. Here's the box where it is right now. As you can see, I'm playing with adding on more layers onto the front, and I have a subwoofer stagger going here. So the passenger side's set back, this side's forward, and I'm basically just playing with a quarter wave tuning, which is basically the distance from the cone to the mic, and also from the back side of the cone out around from the port to the mic. And being that those woofers are farther away from the port, their back wave has a longer path to travel to get out to the port, to the mic, and their front wave would be closer to the mic too. So setting them back helps even out the distance a little bit. And we'll be working more with what that means, and we'll be talking about more some of those theories. And I'm still trying to understand it myself. So, if you've heard other things, then it's possible I'm wrong. It's possible you heard wrong. But this is what this build's for. It's to learn about it and get better with understanding how audio works. So we'll be walking you through. There are going to be a series of videos. I'll be talking about port roundovers and how important those are, and giving you some information behind what roundovers actually do, some fluid mechanics, and actually see it in application. And other things like cleaning up the inside of the box, what will that do? Filling all these holes, what will that do? Putting clear coat paint on there, what would that do? Things in the cabin, what do those things do? The list will go on, and we'll be continuing to go through that. This door is still raw, so we have a little bit more work to do. We have all 4 amplifiers hooked up at this point, and I've been doing a little bit of testing, so it's been getting exciting. I can say this thing's pretty loud, and I've released numbers on Instagram and Facebook a little bit. Obviously, I'm not going to show the real scores until Craig's ready, because this is his build, which I'm building for him. But here on YouTube, we can go through some of the lower end power scores and start discussing on things I can do to improve. I still don't have my alternators hooked up, so every bit of testing I've been doing is just been off the capacitors and a charger. So that kind of explains where we are. I'm gonna get some work done on this, and we'll let you guys see a few little burps here. We'll see. I don't think I'm ready to release scores, but we'll definitely show you these woofers in action, breaking windshields. And if you didn't notice, she's broken. She's good and broken. Not terribly broken, but broken enough to be considered broke. So there we go. I hope it causes a good score. What's the score?
I can tell you.
Is it bad?
No.
It wasn't that loud sounding. Oh, look at how close that is. It didn't even do shit to the windshield either.
Stop.
It didn't even do anything to the windshield.
I should have played it off and go, that was horrible.
Oh, dude. Oh, she's done. We went too low. Way too low. See, I didn't catch if all the cones are still intact. But we got glass. We're done testing now. Subs are happy. I heard it break. I wasn't sure if it was a speaker or if it was a window. But she done. Man. Just for the boys and girls back home. Volume 50 out of 62. So that concludes our testing for today. All right, we got the glass guys out, Dove Auto Glass out of Yuba City. These guys have done my Civic and the Jeep one time, so we had them come back. We're gonna swap out the glass and the Astro and base, and they even offered to do some cleanup, so that's awesome. These guys are top notch. So if you're Northern California area, this is where it's at. We're gonna talk to them about putting advertising on the wrap too, so should be pretty cool. But we're gonna let them do their work, and then we'll check out the new windshield when it's all done. So they got the window out like less than 5 minutes, so they're gonna prep for the next. But there's our really good look at the wall. So they're getting their all glued in there now. They put a big fat bead for us, so hopefully it hangs. This is the cheaper windshield, so we'll discover how much it'll take next time. We were talking about getting the better one, but we got a time crunch, and this is what they got. So these guys are on top of it. All right, guys, we're gonna conclude this video right now. So you can see, broke a sub. The cone separated right off the former, so pretty much exploded. And I noticed these some of these other ones are starting to have the same symptoms. And what it was doing was it was shutting our amps off when we tried to make a hit. The amps would go and protect, and we definitely knew something was up. And then this one finally went. So this is our Neo motor, and it's exposed for now. But we're gonna get some recones put in these, and you know, keep moving. But I know this was kind of a random assortment of different clips in this video. I didn't put any real time in trying to make a coherent video because I've been just cramming to get this thing put together and done and ready to go. But you know, so we're gonna get our recones on order, get them here quick, try to recone these as soon as possible. We got about a week and a half to work on this, and as soon as the recones go in, I'm gonna be working on the inside of the box, and we'll be doing some of that. this roundover on the port definitely did a lot for us. So, you know, there's a lot of things we'll talk about. We'll do a more specific video on what this roundover can do on your ports and why it's significant, and we'll get into some more on that. So anyway, guys, that's going to conclude this video. I don't want to have too much to just throw into one video, so we're going to stop it here, and then when we collect our thoughts and get the box cleaned out with all our debris that's in there, you can see all the chunks of speaker in the back. Once that's all cleared out, I'm going to start doing some math. We're going to start changing the volume of the box and working on different things to try to make this a little bit more efficient and make the subs a little happier, so that hopefully we don't run into this issue as easily. But I would say these took a lot of abuse before this happened, so I'm not sad whatsoever. We learned a lot in getting to this point, and now it's time to just keep moving forward. So these builds aren't easy. I don't care what anybody tells you. You know, whatever you see, it's there's a lot more work behind it. So stuff like this is definitely part of that learning curve, and I'm definitely learning as I go, because this is one of the biggest ones we've done. So, but that's our build, guys. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you guys think. Hopefully they're good things. I know you got sour grapers out there, and you know, let them be that way. So until then, guys, wish us luck. We'll check in probably right before we go to the show, give you the last few updates on the things we've been doing, and then we'll get you the show. So until then, see you guys later.